I'm Anna.
And I'm Olivia.
Welcome to Johnnie Bennie Campus News, the weekly show about everything and anything you need to know about what's going on around campus.
Coming up tonight, we have segments on the dance team, staying healthy, as well as study abroad.
First, we're taking a look at the talented girls on the dance team who went to Florida to prove they're much more than a halftime show.
Hello, my name is Lauren Faust, and I'm the sports reporter for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. This week, we will be taking a look at the CSB dance team and their season so far. We all know the dance team does an excellent job performing at football games. However, there is much more to their season than halftime entertainment. In addition to seeing these ladies on the football field, they also perform at basketball games. And if you can land a spot on their top-notch competition team, you also get to watch them perform at competitions in the area. In January, the dance team competed at the Universal Dance Association, or UDA for short, College Nationals competition in Orlando, Florida at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. And little to the surprise of no one, they won a national title for the second year in a row in the Open Class Palm Division. I met up with Sarah Bellissimo, who is a junior on the St. Ben's competitive dance team, to get the whole story. This past week, I met up with Sarah to see how their season is going, as well as get some information as to what they do to prepare for their glamorous performances. Sarah said, quote, "Practices are usually mentally and physically grueling as we make changes, drill the sections of the dance, and run the dance multiple times. We also train outside of practice, partaking in weightlifting and agility drills," end quote. We also discussed what they have to do mentally to prepare for competitions and performances. Sarah said, quote, "We not only have to train our bodies well, but we have to train our minds to allow our bodies to work at 120% at each performance. As the performances draw closer, we focus on power, confidence, precision, and strength. We practice as though we are being watched by an audience," end quote. The dance team definitely puts in a lot of work before their performances to make sure they are performing at a top-notch level. Also, in meeting up with Sarah, we discussed her experience at Nationals. She gave me a little insight to what it meant for them to win the national title in the Open Class Palm Division. She said, quote, "Winning Nationals this year was extremely important for the team. We were underdogs last year and came out of nowhere as it was our first time competing in the Palm category. We knew that other teams would have us on their radars and that competition would be more difficult this year," end quote. Last year was their first time ever competing in the national competition, and to win it again this year was very important for them. Sarah told me, quote, "We constantly reminded ourselves that defending a national championship is much more difficult than winning one. When they announced us as the national champions for the second time, we were more than overjoyed. It was reassurance that we work hard and we deserve to be placing at a nationals venue," end quote. They definitely do work hard and deserve recognition for all of the work they put into the grueling practices and at competitions. When I asked Sarah what it felt like to win the Nationals title again and defend their title, she told me, quote, "Not only did we prove to ourselves that we deserve this win, we proved it to the rest of the Nationals dance community. It is truly a feeling that is indescribable. Dance is unique. So many hours go into 4 minutes of performing. We have one chance to prove ourselves on the floor. Anything could go wrong in the span of our performance. That is why winning a national dance championship is so special to us," end quote. It sounds like they are having a wonderful season so far. If you see any of the dancers around campus, be sure to congratulate them on defending their national title. You can also watch them as they perform at halftime during many of the home basketball games. Great job, girls. Keep up the good work. Once again, I'm Lauren Faust, and this is the sports segment of Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Now, back to Anna and Olivia in the studio.
Congrats, team! Looks like Minnesota is really dominating the college dance competition. I wonder what their secret is to staying on top of their fitness during the winter.
I'm sure they work out and eat right, which we all should be doing.
True, Anna. Let's have a look at what CSB Health Advocates and Johnnie Fitness have to say about eating right and staying in shape.
Hi, I'm Angel O'Kee, reporter for JBCN, and in just a few weeks, March is around the corner. To help you prepare for National Nutrition Month, we're going to explore what opportunities are available here at CSB SJU that can encourage you to eat healthier. This week, we paid a visit to CSB Health Advocates and also the St. John's Initiatives to see what they've prepared for students. Also, we pay a quick visit to Johnnie Fitness for their grand opening at the Palestra. Now, let's take a look and see what Health Advocates has to offer. The Health Advocates are a peer educator group sponsored by the CSB SJU Counseling and Health Promotion Department. They promote positive living choices via health campaigns, informational booths, and offer many fun activities throughout the academic year. One event we visited last week showed how students eat healthy on campus, and it's not only an important thing, but it's also very possible. Christina Jacks, a registered dietitian, gave a whole new way of thinking about food, nutrition, and cooking, and at the end of the event, students were able to use these tips and create their own dinner from a variety of healthy choices. Here is a clip of what happened.
And we're also going to eat, which is really cool. So thank you for spending this time with me. You guys could be doing a lot of things, but you're here, so we'll feed you, and that's good. And one of the things that we're going to do with the feeding is it's about this topic. Really, if students knew that they just had to kind of have, you know, some key essentials in their refrigerator, or even if you're eating meal plans, some of these key components, you can mash them up, mix them up, and create different things that are really healthy for you and tasty, because taste is king. No matter what I say, it's got to taste good. I love this topic because even though I was a dietetics major at the U, I honestly thought that chips and salsa were a food group. Like literally, like that was what I ate a majority of the time, and I was really kind of a disaster area. So knowledge isn't always action, but if you don't even have the knowledge, then it's kind of hard to have the action, right? And I use this up here, eating healthy in college is not an oxymoron, because it is. It is having all your tools there and being able to execute on it. So one of the things we talked about is time, and time being kind of crunchy. And if you look at where does the time go in a student's life, it's about priority setting. And I know this. So you think about things that suck up your time. I will tell you a thing that sucks up my time more than I want to admit: Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. And you know what, I've been teaching for a long time, and it was interesting to have this conversation of where time suckage goes. And I would definitely say, obviously within the last, you know, Facebook just turned 10, right? In the last, 5-6 years, social media very much consumes our lives. So we think we don't have enough time. Where are you spending it? Where are you spending it, right? Do we not have enough time, or are we just not setting a priority for eating healthy? Why the heck should we care about eating healthy? Well, ultimately, your body will give you what you give it. And so start looking at your food label and go, do I want that to be me? Do I want that to be me? Do I want that as part of my skin, my hair, my fingernails? Do I want that to be part of me? My favorite rule is 80-20. So we're supposed to learn how to cook. We're supposed to drink some water. That's good too. And then 80-20. You gotta live. And so I'm never ever gonna be a dietitian that gets so down into the numbers that we forget that food is fun. And it should be, and it's community, and it's social. But if that dial is flipped, and we've got 80% of our intake coming from processed foods and fast food and foods that aren't respectful for our body, we're gonna have trouble. And the trouble will come out in a variety of ways. If you have those good items sitting around, they're building blocks to whatever you want them to be. So we'll do that now, because eating is good. I'll walk you guys, so let's go back here. Any way you want. I want you to look around, and I want you to be creative.
I used some chicken, tomatoes, cucumbers, a little bit of cheese, some salsa, and a little bit of guacamole.
Messed up the wrap, guacamole and chicken and seeds and onions and cheese, and then I kind of made a pasta salad with some ranch and raisins on it.
That food looked delicious, and it was nutritious too. Thank you to the health advocates and Christina Jacks for putting on such a great event. Health Advocates is a great resource based at CSB, but we're not leaving out the Johnnies. At St. John's, the Health Initiatives is located in Mary Hall 10. They are primarily a group of SJU men who focus primarily on college men's health. Their mission is empowering men to care for themselves and others. They believe that, quote, "It is important for students to be aware of what is appropriate for our bodies. We are here to provide tips about exercise and nutrition. College is that time to start getting into our good habits for our futures, and that includes regular exercising and eating appropriately," end quote. The Health Initiatives provide nutrition and weight training programs. They have nutrition carts in residence halls, but also host broom ball. To learn more about them, check out the St. John's Health Initiative on the CSB SJU website. But last and not least, we pay a visit to Johnnie Fitness during their grand opening. Let's take a look at what happened.
So Johnnie Fitness is a new on-campus venture run by students. We use certified personal trainers, nutritionists, and health advisors who work in collaboration to create customized training plans for our clients.
It's a great opportunity to just really holistically evaluate your health and where you are right now, and then kind of the path you're headed towards and what you might look like in the future because of that. And it's easier to make changes now than it is later. So I think it's just a very good opportunity, and it really brings us together in the community to all think about this. So while we're young, we can kind of get a head start on our health and maybe start addressing the problems before they're actually happening. It really forces you to make those decisions that maybe you haven't had to make before. You don't really know what you should be eating. It's just a great opportunity to get into a routine and to get into a schedule and just really become more educated about the choices that you can make.
It's all really specific to what each person needs because everybody's going to be different. So even if two people want to lose weight, they're probably going to go about it in different ways. And so when we set goals, we want to make sure they're very, very specific but also very measurable. So we don't just want to say, by the end of the week, I want to lose 5 pounds. We want to set specific things. When it adds up, it'll really amount to big changes.
I started this program because I realized that everyone that was not an athlete didn't have access to the expertise and the training abilities that the athletes had, and so I started this program in order to help them. I think the best part about Johnnie Fitness is that it's fun. The combination of the cool technology that we have, we've got great people working for us, and I mean, working out, being healthy you feel better and it makes life better, makes it more fun. So if I could say one thing, I would say just to try out Johnnie Fitness because it's a fun experience and we have great people.
Be sure to like Johnnie Fitness on Facebook and see how you can get started on your healthy habits. I'm Angel Key. Thank you for watching. Now back to Anna and Olivia in the studio.
Those are great ideas, but what if I'm not on campus?
Where else would you be?
Well, our school has an amazing study abroad program, and there are a lot of students who take part in it. If you have study abroad plans or experiences you would like to share, email us at news.project8@csbsju.edu or find us on Facebook. You could be featured in an upcoming episode.
That really makes me want to go out and travel.
Me too, but you won't have to travel far to have fun because CSB SJU has some great activities planned here on campus.
Here's a look at this week. From now until Sunday, the Black Student Association will be hosting Unity Week. Be sure to check it out. Tuesday, the Latin American Study Department is showing the film Smuggled, about a 9-year-old boy's experience as an illegal immigrant.
Wednesday is senior night at the Johnnie basketball game against Concordia. On Thursday, the theater department's newest production opens. They're putting on Clever Maids, stories from the Brothers Grimm, from February 21st until the 25th.
JEC's Feel Good Friday will be held in O'Connell's. There will be free food and a movie. That night, Blazer hockey hosts Bethel. Saturday, track and field will hold a meet against Hamlin, Concordia, and Gustavus.
Also on Saturday, CSB Tennis plays Hamlin, and the Johnnie Hockey hosts St. Thomas. On Sunday, there are 2 great vocal recitals at the Stephen B. Humphrey Auditorium.
That's all for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Anna. Have a great week and join us next Monday.